Hey Josh, Nev Lapid here from Snowboard Addiction. How's it going? I've got a little clip here of some frontside 360s asking for advice. Specifically, you're looking for advice with your landings. So let's go through, watch this, and I've got a couple of bits and pieces that are going to help you out. So I'm going to start by playing off your video. And there's 4 frontside 360s in a row. I love the fact that the terrain park you're at has 4 small jumps in a row where you can practice the same trick over and over and start getting really good at it. And the first thing I'm going to say is that well done on these front threes. They're actually looking pretty good. So if I just freeze frame it a couple of times, you're having a really good entry path. You'll see this light on your toe edge, transferring light onto your heel edge, popping off the tail of your board right at the right spot. This is actually a really good pop, spinning a 360 and coming around and landing on the toe edge. Now, a couple of things that can improve here. One is, you see as you land, you're probably using more toe edge than you need. You could probably land a little bit more flat base, only a slight bit of toe edge. And you'll also see that right here, you're kind of landing at about, let's just say 320 degrees. Try to get that board around a little bit more straight. So when I say more straight, like if you see where it's touching the ground here, your board is actually still pointing off into this direction as it lands. So try to get the board almost all the way around. So let's say 350, 355 degrees is really going to help with that to get it really clean. And what you'll find is you'll be able to land with more of a flat base, and that toe edge grip is just going to be that little bit of toe edge grip to stop you reverting. Now, there's more complexities to this, so I'm going to try and break it down for you. Let's watch this one. So you're getting a good pop. Now you'll see that you're right here, you're already starting to counter rotate in the air. And you'll see this is, when I say counter rotate, you're at 180 here and you're already looking for the blind landing. Now, when you get to 360, your body's moved back to rotation. And what I mean by that is if you watch your upper body now, your upper body is moving around as you come around for the landing. Now, ideally what you want to do is you're counter rotating a little bit early. So right here, you're counter rotating right there. And really you want that counter rotate to happen just as you land. So it would be more ideal if your counter rotation happened here, right as you're landing. That'll help you to stop that spin right as you're getting to the ground and you're getting that toe edge in to stop the rotation. That would be the ideal amount of counter rotation. So if we watch this again, well, let's watch the next one. We'll watch it in fast. And the same thing happens, is that you've got a good pop off the tail, good pop off the heel edge, and this is your counter rotation happening right here. You can see your upper body right here at 180 is starting to counter rotate. If you could move that counter rotation to later in the spin, so more at like 270 or almost at 360, if you move that part there, because right now as you land, your upper body's already rotating through again. So delaying that little bit of counter rotation to right as you land is actually going to help you, if that makes sense. So let's see. And this happens on all 4 of them. Here we go. Just counter rotating a little bit early. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with your 360. This is just the way that you're going to improve it. Is you're going to try. I'm just pausing it. You're going to try to hold rotation through most of the 360 and only counter rotate at the last part of the 360 when it comes to the landing, if that makes sense. So you're going to counter rotate to see that kind of blind landing. Continue that board all the way through to more like 350, 355, and then use that light toe edge. Now, the other thing you can do to make, and this is purely something that's going to add more style, is you can start to suck up your legs. So you're already getting a good snap off the tail, but if you look at your position here, there's no way you'd be able to grab. And what I mean by that is that your body is still quite extended during this 360. So you're getting a good snap off your tail, but if you could coordinate that with sucking your legs up and being compact, you don't even have to grab at this stage, but you want to have those legs bent and the waist tipped a little bit while you're in the air, which will give you extra height and more style on your 360s. And so if we watch this through all of them, they're all pretty similar in the fact that you're getting a good pop, but you're staying quite extended while you're in the air. Whereas if you were to bend those knees, you would actually be about another foot higher off the ground, giving you more style in the 360, making it look that much better. Okay, so that's basically it for your 360s. Trying to hold the bit of counter rotation a little bit later. So instead of doing the counter rotation early in the spin, you're doing most of the 360 and just counter rotating at the last part for the landing. And then 2, trying to suck up your knees, which is going to give you more height and more style. If you can add those 2 things to your frontside 3s, they're going to be really looking good. Great work. Keep it up. This is Neville Appert from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your riding.